Hi, this is Rob Hanley with the Durham Duplicate Bridge Club on Tuesday, April the 16th for the 499er game. We have three hands for you today. The first one is number 8. So I have a balanced hand, 14 high card points. I'm just going to start with one diamond. One heart on my left. Partner couldn't scrape up any kind of bid, and there's a 2 heart bid on my right. My hand is not strong enough to double negative on my side to show spades. I don't have a long suit. I'm otherwise balanced. This is just a pass. Okay, so partner has doubled. This is kind of strange given that partner couldn't double over 1 heart. And it suggests a hand that didn't have a clear bid, or either that or not enough points to make a double over 1 heart. The bottom line is this is takeout. It is not penalty. And they're showing spades and clubs. So this is a pretty easy decision for me. I'm just going to bid 2 spades. All right, so partner actually has nice clubs, and the spades look pretty reasonable. So obviously, I'm going to have to lose a couple of hearts here off the top. Okay, that's a bit unusual. Normally, the defender should cash another heart and force me to ruff. My hand is marked with exactly 4 spades for my 2 spade bid, and it's good practice generally to tap declarer on the long side of the trump. So it's a bit strange that they switched from hearts. All right, so they played a club here, and let's think this through. If I played a spade and I took all 4 spade tricks with South Robot on my right having the king of spades, I would get 4 spades and 4 clubs, and I would make the contract. However, let's think about what happens if the king of spades is with the robot on my left sitting north. If that's the case, they're going to win the king of spades if I take the finesse in spades, and they're going to continue a spade. And that will leave me with 3 spades and 4 clubs, still having to find the ace of diamonds and the jack of diamonds. And I might not actually make the contract. So I think instead I'm going to take out a little insurance. I'm going to start by winning this, the ace of clubs. And I'm not going to draw trump right away. I'm going to play a diamond. That way I've set up an extra trick with my king of diamonds. If it loses to the ace, the queen will be a trick. And if I'm forced down to 7 tricks later, I'll have one more to make the contract. Well, that's good news. It looks like the ace of diamonds is on my right. Now, based on that, I actually have some extra options here. So I'm going to play the queen of clubs, being a little deceptive here, overtake it with the king. And now I'm going to play the 10 of spades and see what happens. Let that ride. And it won. Well, this could be a best case scenario here. Now another spade, put in the jack. Wow. Okay, so it looks like the king is on my right. Oh, and they've split. This is very good. Now I'm going to play a club over here, and I'm going to overtake with the jack. And I'm going to return a diamond because this will help set my diamonds up. So there's the king, and the jack is dropped. Well, this is unexpected. I'm now actually going to take 10 tricks. Okay, very unexpected. I think the defense made a big mistake not going ace, king, queen of hearts. Um, Certainly, it's reasonable for me as declarer to recognize that North on my left does not have 4 spades and 5 hearts. If they had that, they definitely would have continued the hearts because I would have been forced to ruff and their spades would have been longer than mine. And then I lose control of the hand. I think the key on this hand was playing a diamond before dealing with the trump in order to set up that insurance policy in diamonds so I have an extra trick. It just happened to be a very lucky hand with the king of spades and the ace of diamonds both on side. I certainly couldn't count on that. Other than that, it's a good demonstration of a balancing double by my partner. They didn't really have a bid over a heart. They couldn't raise to 2 diamonds with only 3 and such a flat, boring hand. So they chose to pass and then reopen later when they knew the limit of the opponent's hands. All right, we're going to move on to another hand. So here we are with hand number 10. Partners the dealer and opens one diamond. Wow, I have a very good hand for diamonds, a nice 14 count. I can't make an inverted minor raise. We are playing inverted minors because I have a 4-card major. So I'm just going to start with one spade. This partner's bid 2 diamonds. So what do I know at this point? Partner does not have 4 spades. That's kind of obvious. Partner has an unbalanced hand because they didn't bid 1 no trump. And they will have 5 diamonds and 4 hearts, or they will have 6 or more diamonds that may or may not have hearts. The bottom line is they have at least 5 diamonds. So at this point, I have to decide what are the possible contracts for us. My hand is generally chock full of all those kings and queens. So 3 no trump might be a viable contract if partner has something like king jack third of clubs. But also 5 diamonds is looking pretty good. I know I have 3 losing clubs, but again, partner has to have something in clubs. And it's also possible that 6 diamonds is on. So the question is, what's the best choice? I think with this hand, given my stiff heart and 3 little clubs, I'm actually going to go looking for 6 diamonds. And the simplest way to do that, I could make a splinter to 3 hearts, but you don't do that if you can get away with it when it's a singleton ace. So in fact, I'm going to jump to 4 diamonds. And this is game forcing because 3 diamonds would have been invitational. 4 diamonds is game forcing and potential slam interest. If my partner's not interested in slam, they just sign off in 5 diamonds. So 4 hearts says they have the first or second round control in hearts. So I'm guessing that they have the king. I'm happy about that. Now I'm going to bid 4 spades here. This is not showing extra spades. We already agreed on diamonds. This is showing first or second round control of spades in support of a diamond slam. And partners bid 5 clubs. That was, in fact, what I was waiting for. I didn't want to bid 4 no trump myself because that could have easily pushed us past 5 diamonds if partner didn't really have much help in clubs. So now that they're showing me a cupid in clubs, first or second round control, I'm going to jump to 6 diamonds. So my partner's playing this. Generally speaking, when you have 2 honors in a suit on one side and 1 honor on the other side, you start by taking it with the side that has the doubleton honor. It gives you more ways to play the hand, if you will. More flexibility. So obviously they're going to draw trump here. So that's the end of the trump. Now, declarer should unblock the ace of hearts so that they can score their king later. And now a spade to the ace. Whoa, you'll notice East showed out in spades. So that means West started with a jack and a 10 of spades, and they can actually be finessed for that 10. And there goes the club loser. So declarer is actually going to make 7 diamonds now. And I'll just claim the rest for them. You can see they're all good on a cross ruff. All right, so the interesting thing on this hand was to recognize that my hand, because of the distribution and the concentration of values in partner's diamond suit, which is known to be a real suit, and my spades, it suggested that 5 diamonds was going to be safer than 3 no trump, and also gave me some potential for slam interest. And bidding minor suit slams will always get you good results in the end. The lead by the West robot of the jack of spades is quite reasonable. It just happens to give away the extra trick to allow 7 to make. But even on a club lead, 6 is ice cold. All right, we're going to be off to the next hand. And here we are with hand number 15. So there's a diamond opening on my right. I have 11 kind of balanced crappy points. I'm just going to pass. Spade on my left, pass. My partner and 2 diamonds on my right. So once again, I still don't have a bid. I'm just going to pass. And partner has made another one of those pesky balancing doubles. So they're showing me the other 2 suits, hearts and clubs, and a smattering of points, but not enough to directly bid over the 1 spade. And in fact, their bid over 1 spade would have been somewhat dangerous without extra values because they're sitting in front of the opening bidder who has not limited their hand at that point. And since they were prepared to play it in 2 diamonds, my partner knows that I have values. Now, the counter argument to that is that I need to know that that's what they have so that I don't go berserk on them and jump in hearts or something with my 11 count. I'm just going to bid 2 hearts. There is no game here. There's no reason to get excited. All right. So that looks ominous in diamonds, except that partner has a singleton, so I'm not terribly concerned. So I'm just going to follow suit, knowing that the robot on my left is short in diamonds. Now it's kind of strange here for somebody to play an ace without the king. I'm looking at it. And this usually signals that they have shortness in clubs and they want a ruff from their partner. So I need to be careful how to play this hand and draw trump as quickly as possible to minimize the number of ruffs they can get. Obviously, I could try and play this hand on a cross ruff just because I'm short in diamonds in the right place. I'm short in spades in my hand. This actually looks pretty good. Instead, because my clubs are all winners, I'm going to win this with the ace of spades, and I'm going to draw trump as quickly as possible. Now, I expect the ace of hearts to be offside, but it really doesn't matter because there aren't any immediate entries to their partner's hand. Okay, the ace of hearts was on my left. That's good news. Back comes a club. They're giving their partner a ruff. Now, I'm going to be careful here to unblock my king of clubs. I don't need the entries to my hand. I need the entries to the dummy's clubs. And as you can see, they did ruff. Back comes a heart. That doesn't bother me. Whoa, and the queen drops as well. So now all my hearts are good. My clubs are good. Actually, I've got all the rest of the tricks. So I'm just going to cash my clubs. Pitch a diamond. The spade is a winner. And now I can just cross off the hand. Even though the king of diamonds is a winner, it doesn't matter. And I have 9 tricks. All right, so another example of making a reopening double, when to do it. My partner had spades and hearts and clubs, the other 2 suits. The vulnerability was in our favor, white versus red. This is a big factor. If we were red versus white, my partner might easily have decided to defend. And I didn't get carried away. I just signed off in 2 hearts, knowing that there's no game there. All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks.